Okay, so we have been looking at completing the square today, and halfway through one of the exercises we get these ones that are slightly different because we've got a coefficient here of 3 in front of our x squared value. I've chosen this one to start with because it's quite a nice example. It's quite straightforward to see the first step here once you know what you're doing. So each of these terms has a factor of 3 that we can pull outside the bracket. So you factorise the whole thing first. So pull the 3 outside, so we've got 3x squared minus, then we're going to have 4x minus 3. Okay, just a straightforward factorisation there. Then, once we look at this is actually a lot more straightforward to deal with. If we take that 3 away, it's just another quadratic equation similar to the ones we've been doing, completing the square with this morning. So we go about doing that the exact same way. So I'm going to put the 3 in at the start because we can't just make it disappear. It needs to still be there. We're going to deal with it later. Pop it in at the start. Then we're going to have x minus 2, because we half the 4x. So we've got the 2 at the end, all squared. Then, of course, we have to subtract 4, because that would be taking into account, the negative 2's multiplied together, so that counteracts that. And then we append the negative 3 onto the end like we have been, and close our brackets. Okay, so now you can see it's starting to take this form here that we are aiming at, that the question's given us, that we need to get our expression into. We simplify, so the next step would be to simplify. I've forgotten all my equal signs here. Simplify by writing, we've still got the 3 on the outside, x minus 2 all squared, then minus 7, because we've done negative 4 minus 3 minus 7. So that means then that actually, if you look at this, it's in the same form as they wanted us to complete for the question. So all we've got left to do now is to define P, Q and R. So P is going to be 3, because the P position here correlates with the 3 on the outside of our expression there. The Q is already negative, so the Q is just going to be 2, not negative 2, because it's in, we're just taking out what number is going to be there. So if that were to be a negative 2, that would mean that would make that positive, so it has to just be 2. And then R is going to be negative 7, because we've got plus R, so that must be inclusive of the negative there, negative 7. So that is one example there.